Hey guys! So it's well into January by the time I get this up, but it is my Makeout 2015 and I'm really excited about it. I think this is actually going to be the year that I get my makeup and beauty product collection down to a reasonable size. If you watch my Makeout 2014 video, you'll see that I really just maintained my collection. I didn't do too great on actually paring it down, but I did make some progress. The high points of it were that I used a lot of my older products. I got a lot of those out of there, so I'm a little bit less concerned about things expiring or going bad. I still have a few things that I need to work through. So I really put some thought into planning exactly how was I going to do Makeout 2015 and what did I want to do differently and what did I want to keep the same. And basically I opted to keep it the same for the most part. I thought that I was doing pretty well in most categories. Some categories I don't really see myself doing much better. For example, like body wash. I have 12 body washes. I will use 12 body washes this year. I tend to do most of my shopping from October to January. So it's natural for me to have a bunch of products at the start of the year and then sort of go through them towards the end of the year. Not to mention Christmas gifts on top of that. So I just don't really see myself ever really doing much better than that. Sounds a little excessive, maybe all at one time, but considering I really only shop once a year, not so excessive. I feel like I pretty much have it under control in most areas. I have a few really big problem areas that I want to address this year and kind of keep everything the same. Kind of keep everything the same for this year. Basically, my ultimate goal for all categories in my collection is to not have more than I can use in a year. I have 5 categories. I have 5 categories that I probably have 3, 4, 5 years worth of product. So I really want to focus on those in 2015 and get those down. One of the things about me is if you watch me at all, you'll know I don't like throwing things away. There's a lot of reasons I don't like throwing things away, but one of them is that I have a really hard time just tossing something in the trash. A lot of my products have been used. I can't really donate them. If I know someone I can give them to, then I will do that. But the other aspect is I don't want to get caught in the trap of tossing things or donating things or giving things away simply so I can go buy more stuff. That's kind of not really solving the problem. That's just sort of a temporary solution for me. I feel like I spend too much money on beauty products and I would like to spend less. If I'm just tossing everything that I have so I can go out and buy new stuff, it's not really fixing what I'm here to fix. So I have 5 categories of things that I want to treat a little bit differently this year. I'm going to get a little bit tougher on myself. I'm going to start with eyeshadows. I have 15 singles to quads. I have 23 pigments and 10 palettes. And I have 6 cream eyeshadows for a total of 52 eye products. I'm not so concerned about the cream eyeshadows. I use them as bases. They go fairly quickly. They're all new. They've all been purchased within the last year because up until that point I had 1. So not really concerned about those at this point. All of us girls who are panning things and trying to pan that palette or just putting an eyeshadow in a project pan, we know it takes forever to use an eyeshadow. So I have no idea how many years worth of product that I have, but I'm going to guess it's a lot. The other 4 categories I want to address, I'm going to treat exactly the same. I am going to do eyeshadows just a little bit differently because, they take so long to use. So my plan for this year, and please excuse this palette, a lot of girls are doing pan that palette and they're doing like awesome Lorac Pro palettes or naked palettes. I am going to do this beautiful Mary Kay. It is my homemade version of a Z palette. It is older than crap. I'm sorry. If you can see, I use it all the time. It looks like I use it all the time. I am going to pan this palette. If I do not successfully pan this palette by the end of the year, it is going in the trash. Mary Kay no longer makes this exact setup. They still make a palette with single eyeshadows that you can pop in and out. I love these eyeshadows. Some are more pigmented than the others, which I like. I don't feel like every eyeshadow needs to be super pigmented. I think you should have a balance. I threw in these little, I keep these little Coastal Scent samples in here. They're included with the palette as well. And I always keep a Wet n Wild Creme Brulee. This one is done. I have another one. I always keep that in there as well. They just sort of complement the palette. I could actually do so many looks with just this. I'm not going to do a separate video for like pan this palette because I don't really feel like people would really be that interested in this palette. Every 2 months I'm planning on doing an update video with showing you the progress on this palette and with the rest of the things I'm going to tell you about here in a second. Also with eyeshadows, I do a project pan. I do them seasonally, so I group some products that I can really use for that season together. I do them over this one I'm doing is over a 4-month period of time. I am planning on including an eyeshadow in each of my project pans. The one that's included in this project pan now is this Expert Eyes eyeshadow by Maybelline. This is an older one, older packaging. I think this shadow is still available. It's Lilac Luxe. I don't know if the formula is the same, but I actually really like this eyeshadow. I'm growing to love it, using it in my project pan. So anyways, in each project pan, I am going to include an eyeshadow of some sort. And as far as eyeshadows go, that's where I'm going to start off at. That would have me getting rid of a palette and like 3 or 4 smaller shadows. The other categories I want to focus on are lipstick, lip gloss, lip liner, all together. Lip products, basically, except lip balm. That's the only thing I don't have like excessive amounts of. I have 14 and I will probably use 14 this year. I think I counted up at one point I had 24 that were older, that had been purchased in 2013 or earlier. I really want to get rid of those. I feel like, you probably shouldn't have lipstick or lip gloss sitting around for too long. So I'm going to work through those and get rid of those. If I come across any that I don't think I should be using, then I will just let them go. How I'm going to structure these categories are every 2 months I'm going to do a video, and I need to have gotten rid of 3 products from lipstick, lip gloss category, hair care, nail polish, and skincare. So that would be a total of 12 products every 3 months. Whether I actually use something up or whether I have to find something in my collection just to toss, I'm sure there's something that I can find that probably needs thrown away. The next category is hair care products. I'm doing the same thing with that. I don't even know where to start. I feel like I have so many. I have 13 full-size shampoo or conditioner. I have 4 full-size deep conditioners. I have 19 shampoo and conditioner sample or deluxe sizes. I have 11 deep conditioner sample or deluxe sizes. I have 16 leave-in or hairspray styling products. I have 31, those are full size. I have 31 sample deluxe size leave-in styling or hairspray. So I have a total of 92 hair products. I'm hoping that I could actually do better than the 18 products for the whole year, but that's my minimum. Every other month, I'm going to have 3 products to go. The next category I really struggle in is nail polish. I would say I do my nails a little more than once a week, pretty much average. I have 62 nail polishes, so there's only 52 weeks in the year, so I could use a different polish every week and still not work my way all the way through them. I want to get rid of some nail polish. I don't like that. That's silly. And then when I do use one and I like it, I want to use it again. So I just feel like that's too many nail polish. That's just colors. And then I have 10 top coats or base coats, which I have a cat. So I have 10 top coats and base coats. I have a few that probably just need to go, so I'm kind of okay with that. I finally found my love. So yeah, I have a few. Those could be cleaned out. And then I have 12 of like the stickers. I would kind of like to work all the way through those this year because, I don't know, kind of over those. And I don't know how long they even last. So I would like to finish off those. The last category that I have that I really want to make some progress in is skincare. I'm not really concerned about the cleansing aspect. I go through a lot of that kind of stuff, and I don't feel like I have an excessive amount in that area. Where I do have major excess in is moisturizers. Sample or deluxe size moisturizers, I have 20. Full size moisturizers, I have 8. Treatments and serums, so those are just moisturizers. And then we have like treatments and serums. Sample and full size, I have 26. Peels, masks, and scrubs. This is my absolute worst category. I have 32. Like, that's insane. So in total, I have 131 skincare products. I definitely want to work on that. So I'm going to start with the getting rid of 3 every 2 months. The problem for me with skincare is I have to be really careful not to overload my face with a bunch of different products all at one time. So I am actually probably going to end up throwing away more than I'm actually going to be able to use it up. Have to be very careful not to mess too much with the balance of my skincare routine. So it's going to be real. I feel like that's how it got so backed up in the first place, was that I was buying and trying a bunch of products, trying to find good products that I could use all of the time. And then in the process, I was getting all these samples. And so yeah, I'm going to end up having to throw away or pass on quite a few of these, because there's not going to be any way that I'm going to be able to use all these up before they expire. But I am going to work on them. So basically, anything that falls under the moisturizer, treatments, and serums, moisturizers, treatments, and serums, pills, masks, scrubs. I don't care if they are sample size. I don't care if they are deluxe sample or full size products. As we all know, even the little sample sizes can take forever to use up. So I want to hit my goal every 2 months, use up 3 products, regardless of the size. And at least that will help me make a dent in that category. So like I said, these were my worst categories. These are the categories that I have way more than a year's worth of product. I mean, I probably have at least 3 years in every one of those categories. Maybe not hair care. I don't know. I would say 13 shampoos and conditioners I could probably use for 3 years. Okay, so anyways, as I'm sitting here telling you guys this, I feel like it's a little bit easy, but I know from experience, I know that when you're actually sitting down using stuff, it takes forever. That it takes a lot longer than you think it should. So I'm going to stick with, starting off, I'm going to stick with my 3 products every 2 months. If I do find that it's easier and I can use more than that, or I am willing to throw away or part with more than that, I definitely will, and I'll let you guys know. I plan on doing an update video every other month to show you my progress on what products I've gotten rid of, and to show you the progress on my palette. So I will let you guys know how I'm doing with my Makeout 2015 in like 2 months. See you soon. Bye.